What is good everyone, I am BA, back again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 4 of season 1 and it is called Old Cases. We got a lot of shit going down now. This shit is really kicking off. We got that Michael K. Williams character, Omar's just robbed their stash house, and then right after that, the feds tried to bust it and they basically got nothing from it. All hell broke loose in that regard, so we're gonna see where it goes from here. Without further ado, let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. This guy is always making mini furniture.
I'm dying here.
Let me get on the other side, work it from there.
Try to fit a desk through a door. So I think they're doing this to show the ineptitude of the guy wearing the wire as well, because obviously you do it lengthways where there's a small gap in the centre of the desk.
You know what to do.
I swear he's the guy making the mini furniture is the only one that understands the logistics of this situation. I'm assuming, by the way, like, I've never thought about this properly, but with the show being called The Wire, this whole concept must heavily centre around that guy who is wearing the wire. Either that or other people will go on to wear wires later on, or it's all about people being wired up, I'm assuming. There's Competent Cop, who is in my bad books for fucking beating up a dude with his hands being held behind his back last episode. Don't know what the fuck she was doing. And I get it. I get what they're trying to portray. This is some street shit. They were trying to fight fire with fire. That guy punched first. But if you're willing to do anything the criminals are willing to do as police officers, what the fuck you even arresting them for? Go mind your business if you're willing to act like a criminal. They're just being what you are.
1 count distribution of a controlled substance, to wit cocaine.
Quantity?
1 gel cap and 1 vial, Your Honor.
Guy's getting fucking zero time for that.
My fingers feel like they belong to some son of a bitch in the next county. This is my ticket out of this rat shit department. 66 2/3 pension, and I don't have to wait for my 30.
I can't exactly remember if it was him. Was he the one who got punched last episode? Or did he just get his arm fucked up somewhere else in that exchange? I missed that if he wasn't the one that got punched.
What do you say we go out together?
What do you mean?
I mean, it only hurts for a minute. And it doesn't have to be line of duty either. You go up 8 or 9 steps, let go of the rail, take a little jump.
Fuck, I wonder if any police officers have ever took advantage of that insurance before. I'm assuming they have. It's quite a risky one to just jump off out of a window and hope your injuries aren't going to ruin your life though.
Well, who are you going to give us, Marvin? You don't say a name soon, you're going to be courtside.
All right.
I what?
All right, I'll take the years.
No snitch policy. He's not stupid.
Who else is up in here? Anybody from West Side?
DC boys, mostly.
Shit, he is not surrounded by his gang anymore. Everybody in here hates my guy. Is he making a break for it? Just like that.
Little prick turns on everybody. And we break the case wide open.
Cool.
Here they come with another dumbass plan.
No last name, no address. Claims your victim killed after being visited by a suspect named D. No further description. There's a callback number, though.
They're just trying to grab anything they can just now. Any little thing they can get, they're happy with.
The number you have reached has been disconnected. No further
disconnected.
He got you, Jimmy.
Avon is just leaving these people chasing their tails right now.
Well, the tower said it was Omar and his crew.
Omar? Who's he?
You ain't no Omar? Omar the Terror. Been ripping and bobbing out here for years now.
Ah, so he's been doing it a long time.
Who's his family?
Remember No Hard Anthony? Came up with him. They brothers.
No Hard Anthony?
Don't know if we've met him yet either.
Damn, girl. What town you been policing that all these years? And right now, I am personally ashamed to be your snitch.
You should be ashamed to be the snitch in the first place, bro.
Package be moved.
Avon stuff always be good.
It's a sweet score.
It's alright. That play was a little bit raggedy in there, though.
So he's just chilling in broad daylight. He must live in a different neighbourhood or something then. He wouldn't be so casually chilling if he was in the same area as the place he just robbed. I take it he's a homosexual guy then, which would have been mad rare to be that like blatant about it in an area like that 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Think about working the flush and run over the east side, so things cooler, Mike.
That'll work.
So they are on the west side, they're just thinking about going on to the east side. Guy's crazy.
You ever heard of No Hard Anthony?
Who, Anthony Little? 1058 Argyle, apartment 16J. He's up in Hagerstown on a robbery bit. What about him?
She's just pissed off. She's meant to be like the street one out of them all. McNulty over there, who looks like he's been desk jobbed for most of his life, knows all about the guy.
I want that motherfucker on display. We send a message to the courtyard about this motherfucker, so people know we ain't playing. You tell them it's 1,000 on the bucks, and it's a deuce on Omar.
As expected, Avon is about to fucking unleash hell on these people for robbing him.
Faggot!
Mm-hmm. Fuck out of here. Said he had a whole stable of boys down in Jessup. This punk motherfucker got even less use for pussy now that he home.
So he is homosexual.
Yo. We doubling down on Sweet Lips, all right? You make it $4,000 on him. 6 if I get the chance to holler at him before he get got.
It's quite a lot of money.
What's up with my nephew?
I don't know. I mean, he doing good. He making that money out the hole, but he might have a problem he don't know about.
What the fuck would his problem that he doesn't know about be?
Yo, where and leave it to Beaverland are you taking me?
This guy, obviously. That explains it. I wonder how the crackhead feels in this situation.
Assist? That's good.
Hey, get a drink on the breaks. Okay, I don't wait.
Nice, we got a playmaker over there. That's why he's wearing the number 6.
He can't get out here when he gets off the bus at 4. I need more than every other weekend, Elena. He needs me more than that, so does Sean.
I'm not giving up any more weekends.
He is working hard and he still did make it there. Obviously he's came late, but at least they got to not see the other team score 4 goals into his son's team, do you know what I mean? They might come back and win it now. He'll get to see all the good shit.
Did you see?
Yeah, I saw.
See, that's one back.
Damn, Bodie. Fuck that nigga up.
They stunk this.
How you ain't courtside for banking and knockoff?
He should fucking sue the police department.
Nigga, what you steal?
Camry XLE. Y'all wanna ride? It's right around the corner.
Nice. He's resourceful.
I'm the one who just got home, remember? 8 months over on Eager Street with a body on me, nigga.
Yeah, you got the one.
Yeah, the one you know about. Man, y'all little motherfuckers need to ask around.
I wonder if he has killed anyone before.
Where are we with the Barksdale probe? My other reason for stopping by.
Hand-to-hands and search and seizures. I've heard about these.
Well, some mid-level players caught up, as you can see.
It's not really going very far at all, is it, bro? You busted a couple little kids on the corner selling a few vials each and gave away the fact your whole operation was watching that area hard. So, you did nothing. That should be an empty file.
Police! Open the damn door! Open the damn door! Open the door!
What?
Let's see if these guys are a dickhead to this old lady.
Anybody pop out here? Okay. Quiet. Upstairs, rear. I'm gonna beat this bitch like a red-headed stepchild be hiding up in this hole.
Fucking hell, man.
Tell Bodie we're on his ass.
She was being very nice and compliant, again, considering how much of a dick these guys were about that whole thing. They've broke the locks off several of our doors.
I'm sorry for cursing at the door. I mean, I couldn't see that it was only you.
Is it the drugs again? Would you like to sit down?
I don't know if that was guilt or... He was apologetic anyway. It was nice to see that.
His mother lived out there. Caught up in it. After a while, you couldn't make us see nothing else.
I think that guy could do with that little talking to, you know, that little story.
If Preston comes past, give him this and tell him we need to talk, okay? Sorry.
I hope he was sincere with that, because I highly appreciated that scene. Maybe that'll smarten him up a little bit. He was like the most ignorant guy in that whole unit so far, so he's still got time to turn it around.
Discuss the Hicks ruling as a manifestation of the judiciary's attempt to maintain a speedy disposition of criminal cases within a modern court system.
Fuck police paperwork.
Damn, girl. This cell phone bill must eat up the paycheck.
Nah, most of that's work. It's on the company.
Is she suspicious that our girlfriend's phoning other people?
McNulty says this case needs a wire. You think he's right?
I thought they already had that cop wearing a wire who went down to the terraces. Does he mean like an actual informant? Because as we've already seen, that's going to be incredibly hard for them to get.
So who's No Hard Anthony?
No Hard ran drugs in the homes in the early 90s.
This No Hard Anthony thing is really fucking with her.
I guess No Hard figures he's not up for doing the time, because he puts a 4-4 against his chest, pulls the trigger.
Oh, No Heart Anthony. Oh shit. I thought they said No Hard Anthony. That makes much more sense. Fucking hell, he shot himself in the chest.
The thing is, we're gonna have to sell this.
You wanna raise him?
Oh my god, he's genuinely considering putting himself down those stairs. That is fucking hilarious.
Well, as of today, I haven't heard anything to the contrary, so we're going to press on.
He's chickened out of the insurance scam at the last minute.
You're going to want a pen register on all the pay phones in the low-rises. And any other phones that link to the pages.
If they manage to bug all the payphones around those terraces, I think that will be a move that gets them a lot of information.
Do we have a pager number?
This is written on the stash house wall.
You know what?
The letter D next to it.
Until I learn this guy's name, he is now getting the title of competent cop. He is the competent cop in this division. Then he just walks off into the sunset to make another miniature king-size bed fit for the Barbie and Ken. Bunk, always with his cigars at the crime scenes, ashing the place up. That is the exact story that guy told about having to kill that woman, so I'm assuming that story was also true then. I thought he was just bullshitting those guys to try and enhance his reputation, but he must have killed this lady. Or what? I forget what they said the reason for it was. He was just drove there and told to kill her. Why did he do the tap there? Is he just coming to that conclusion? Because that's very good theoretical work there. If he was assuming she had her attention gained by that method as well. Exactly how we told in the story.
If someone wants to find out if something stolen has been pawned, we look to see if we have an index card. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't.
You did that for 13 years?
And 4 months.
Seems like a very boring job, to be fair.
I think I need to buy you a drink.
Just one? Caught this case in the Brooklyn home in the summer of '87.
These two seem cool. That's cool, they're getting a little drink together.
Pawn shop unit.
No. They got me good, huh?
So why they let you out of the box? Why now?
So this is like the first thing Lester's done aside from his pawn shop shit in 13 years or however many years it was. He must be happy to be back on an actual case. And that was episode 4 of season 1 of The Wire, Old Cases. And I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 4, what did I think of that? Well, I liked how everything was progressing. It was a much slower episode, this one, than the previous one though. Like, it was taking time to reflect and recover and move into what's next in this episode, I would say. There wasn't much progression action-wise, but there was a lot of progression conversation-wise in this episode. We got to see Omar chilling where he lives. Saw a bit more of his character, like the other gang said, he's just got like a group of guys that he's got like control over for them purposes as well, that he does the robberies with. And then he was also saying he's gonna go hide out on the east side. So I don't know what that's about. And then obviously we saw Avon put the 4,000 dead, 6,000 alive bounty on him. That shit, I mean, when that shit kicks off, that's gonna be crazy. We didn't get to see where that led, but we saw him put the fucking money down on his head. Surely someone's gonna cough up his location, and there's gonna be a confrontation at some point, so that's gonna be crazy. We also saw a lot more about Lester. He's clearly the most competent in that unit. We saw him and McNulty chill and make friends, but he seemed that way, to be honest. Like, he seemed like, I think in last episode I maybe called him Other Competent Cop, because he was the one that had the initiative to go down to the boxing gym after they mentioned that Avon was Golden Gloves. So he always had good initiative, that guy, but we got to see a lot more of that this episode, and it's good to see that his character's getting fleshed out more, and we're going to see more of him. I also liked the bit, like, I don't know his name yet, but you know, the one I've been calling the absolute dumbass of the operation, the idiot who stood on the rusty nail, I forget his name. We'll call him potentially Redeemable Cop. At this point, that can be his nickname. They smashed in the door, they went into that house like their typical asshole selves, but he actually felt some guilt for the situation and took the time to listen to what the old lady had to say before apologising. And for me, that was a very admirable trait to show, and it made me like that guy way more, and it clearly affected him afterwards as well, and he wasn't just like putting on an act or putting up with what she had to say. He genuinely took that shit in, and it seems to be changing and affecting him. So hopefully we get to see more of that arc, because I'd like to see that cop redeem himself and get a bit better perspective as to the whole situation, and not just being a brutal douchebag police officer that he has been up to this point in the series. It was actually good just to get another scene with Avon as well. They're keeping him as hidden to us as he is to the police just now. Like, we haven't seen very much of him at all, but yeah, we got to see him play a little bit of basketball and put down that hit. That's all we got to see, but it just shows how concise and adamant and direct he is in his instruction and decision making processes. It's just good to see any more of that character getting fleshed out, because obviously he's the top guy. He's the guy they're all going after, so we want to know lots about this guy before shit hits the fan, or you know, before things start going down. I liked this episode, but it was a lot slower. It was one that you just had to sit and pay attention to and listen to, so you know where the story's going to go on from here. It's leading to future confrontation, and when that shit goes down, it's going to be crazy. So that has been my thoughts on episode 4 of season 1 of The Wire. If you have liked this video, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this, or be updated as to when new videos drop in the future. If you got anything you want to say about what you just seen, or anything you want me to react to in the future, just comment down below, and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch this series along with us. I also now have a Patreon. If you become a patron, you get access to polls that let you vote on what I'm going to be watching in the future. You also get access to these reactions I post on YouTube weeks and weeks in advance on there, and you also get access to full-length versions of every single thing that I react to on YouTube. The full-length versions are on the Patreon. You do need your own copy of the show to watch the show along with it, but my full-length reactions are up there as well. And with that, until next time, I have been BA. Peace.